Will Israel enter the war? Tel Aviv prepares for possible escalation with Iran. The confrontation between Washington and Tehran is no longer limited to exchanges of military strikes and political messages. With the collapse of the latest understanding between the two sides, attention is now turning to Israel, which has raised its level of alert in anticipation of a possible Iranian response that could extend beyond missiles and drones to activating its regional allies. Did Tel Aviv ask to join the U.S. strikes on Iran? Concerns are growing over the widening military confrontation in the Middle East after Israeli reports revealed extensive security preparations inside and outside Israel amid fears of direct Iranian attacks or strikes carried out by Tehran's regional allies, as tensions between the United States and Iran continue to escalate. According to an Israeli official quoted by Israeli media, the country's security establishment does not rule out the possibility that Iran could use missiles and drones or activate its regional proxies to target Israeli interests following the collapse of the latest Memorandum of Understanding between Washington and Tehran. The official added that the level of alert has been raised on multiple fronts, stressing that Israel is preparing for several possible scenarios. Reports also indicate that Tel Aviv offered to join the U.S. military campaign against Iran, but the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump has so far declined Israel's participation. The Israeli official explained that any decision by Israel to enter the war would depend on the nature of Iran's response, noting that if Israel comes under direct attack, it is likely to intervene militarily. On the ground, the U.S. military announced a new wave of airstrikes against targets inside Iran in response to attacks on American forces in Jordan that resulted in the deaths of 2 U.S. service members. The U.S. Central Command CENTCOM said the strikes targeted facilities linked to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, as well as coastal surveillance and air defense sites, stating that the objective was to reduce Iran's ability to threaten maritime navigation in the Strait of Hormuz and to respond to attacks against U.S. forces. The latest escalation follows the collapse of the temporary agreement reached last month after Washington and Tehran exchanged military strikes before Iran announced the closure of the Strait of Hormuz.